Summary of it was it's not you, it's me, and I'm like, "Shey o Yahweh, like kini gbogbo eleyi báyìí?" I'm like, everything is good, we're sailing smoothly, and it just feels like I like the flight, what flight?
Some women and some men pray to never meet them. Pray that your children never meet them. Our my issue. Basically. Oluworimi, Adorimi, and I love you so much. We're going to make God proud.
But my future wife, I don't have sense.
Have you ever suffered rejection in a relationship? If yes, please tell me about it.
What does that mean? Like rejection in a relationship?
Rejection, like maybe you
Are you,
loved someone and the person was like, "Oh, but if you don't get out of my get
so
out
are
of
you
my
saying
sight."
have I been heartbroken?
Yes,
I have. Who has not? I mean, last
I have not been heartbroken.
the breaker of heart.
Not necessarily, but before you break my heart, I would
You
break
have told her.
yours.
It's love war. I don't. Why are you fighting? She Johnny. I don't understand.
That was me before. Now I'm in
So
a very
fine.
stable, consistent.
Yeah, I think yeah. I've had a relationship, but the one relationship I thought was yes. Answer is yes. I have. Summary of it was it's not you, it's me, and I'm like, "Shey o Yahweh, like kini gbogbo eleyi báyìí?"
I hate that
So I
line.
think with that line, it's a lot of so before now I used to like closure. I used to seek like I go to pursue closure, but now I'm like I don't understand some things,
Yeah.
but I can live with it.
Yeah.
So it was not especially when you don't see it coming.
Yeah.
Like I'm like everything is good, we're sailing smoothly, and it just feels like I like the flight, what flight, so that kind of thing. But yeah, I have experienced it. So I think let's talk about love, like romance, everything. That's not what I came here for. But anyways, so you're saying that you've not been served breakfast before.
No, I haven't.
Okay. So you serve a lot.
I don't necessarily serve a lot. When heartbreak is, it doesn't mean that somebody has not come up to me and said like, "No, but I'm not doing again. I'm in a relationship." But go pay me because I don't already see I'm coming.
The real question is gender. Men are scum, women are scam. Like, what's your take on that?
I see when you're a child of God, yeah, it affects your language. It affects how you speak. You become very see everything that's happening in Nigeria now. My mom will call me and say, "Laba, how do you to me by? Oh, you to check it by." I'll just be saying, "It is well. It is well. It is." That's my favorite line in all of this. It is well with me, my family, my friends. Like it is well. That's my favorite thing. So with this men as something, I feel like you say it so much or you hear it so much, you begin to believe it. You begin to experience that kind of thing. I mean, when you have that mentality or mindset that men are scum, when they come to you, you're already looking for scummish behavior. It's just yeah, it's just very funny. Even things that you shouldn't read meaning to.
I think that's a very
And the same thing, but then it's actually true that, some women and some men pray to never meet them. Pray that your children never meet them. They are horrible, they are wicked.
yeah, it's common.
Our my issue. Basically.
I saw a picture that somebody said she was engaged to two people. I don't know if you saw it was everywhere. She was engaged to two people and she was not in love with any of them and she was traveling in 2 weeks. I'm like, obviously you've scarred those men for life. So if people like that sit down and say women are come, you don't know where they are coming from. So I think it
I
depends on your
get what you mean
experience.
by
Yeah.
like experiences. I mean, if you've been raped more than once by a man, it's going to affect how you view them and all of that. And I mean, your experiences
Yeah, you see
is
life
valid,
through
and
through
yes,
the
you
lens
see
of
it
a
through
different
lenses.
person.
Yeah, exactly. But personally, even with that, I think that if you're intentional about moving forward, moving on, and just making the best out of your life, especially when it comes to like relationships, your mindset, your mentality has to
Positive.
change. You can't those Twitter people, you can't take on their mentality because you're just going to keep saying shege, 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 shege,
People
shege.
log out of Twitter. This
So
is real life. I mean,
even if all men are scum, me, I believe that the only one that is not scum is the one that's going to come to me, and that's some period. So my point
fair
is,
enough.
don't have that mentality. My last question to you: God is love. Can
Yeah.
you explain a situation that has proved this statement to you?
So I was speaking to my brother yesterday, and I just told him how grateful I am to God because I mean, a year ago, where I was in a very career wise, I was just going to work. I was tired. I was very sad, and within the space of a year, so many things changed. I mean, so God has always come through, right? So now, what I say to God is, God, I want to do this thing, but if it is not your will for my life, let it scatter. And sometimes when I say that prayer, I slap myself. But I've come to the point where God is the driver. I'm just the conductor, right? So let him just drive. But speaking to what the question, yeah, I do have because so I lost my dad in 2019, right? It was 3 days after my birthday. It was the worst. So till date, I mean, somebody asked me yesterday, "Am I excited about my birthdays?" And I was like, I don't know. My birthdays have never felt the same because it just feels like, why are you happy? You're going to like so that kind of thing. But 2019 was like the darkest year of my life, right? So before 2019, if somebody had asked me, you know, all these talking stages where they've saying, what are you most scared of, blah, blah, blah. And I used to say losing my dad. If I lost my dad, I'll run mad, right? So now when I lost my dad, I was in a very dark place. I don't know how, I don't know how I'm here today. There was a point in 2019 where anything church I didn't want to hear. I was mad at God, and I think it's very valid.
Understandably, of
Yeah, so
course.
I also think that people sometimes it's fine to be mad. God
Yes.
understands.
Like be honest with him.
So prayer is a place of vulnerability. It's not a place where
Transparency
yeah,
as
it's not
well.
a
Don't be
place where you
pretending
come and
bad guy. God, you hurt my feelings. Can you explain to me why?
yeah. So I think 2019 there was a time where like during the burial and everything, I'll just be in church and I'll just be passive and I'll just be like, you know, let's move on. Or when people come to the house for condolence visits, I'll just be like, okay, because I was totally mad at God. I did not understand. I did not process some things. So sometimes looking back and I'm like, how did I survive 2019? So God just showed me that I'm a guy. I have you. So
Yeah.
sometimes when I look up and I'm like my baba upstairs, my guy is upstairs. I think I have two fathers upstairs now, but like
Oh.
God has always come through for me somehow. So yeah, and I always say that off topic that I think I'm always grateful God is not man because there's sometimes where somebody does something I'm like if I'm good I'll just be like guy
You're
come here
dead.
waiting they do come on for here. So I feel like this is my channel. Hi guys, you know, welcome meet Lover. Hi, can you introduce yourself? So I want to talk about self love. So what do you think about self love and how important is it to you?
That's such a valid question, especially as we're discussing love, because I feel like self love is the foundation for all of the other loves
Yeah, you build on
in
it.
your life. When I was in university, I was kind of a people pleaser. Um, I would, when I don't like something, I know that I do not like
You
something.
enjoy
I
it.
literally cannot tolerate it. It's not me. But because maybe someone who I'm dating likes that thing, and he'll be asking me, "Are you okay?" I'll say yes. Like I didn't love. There's a way you would love yourself. You would respect
You say no
yourself.
problem.
You would define. I'm sorry, I can't do this. Like, do you understand? Even the kind of it goes down to the kind of people that you date, the kind of things that you do. There's a way you cannot like yourself. You will love suffering. You will love poverty. You will know that something is not working for you. You would have access to more, but then because you don't feel like you're deserving enough
I think that's
of,
very important.
yes, you don't feel like I'm worthy. I don't feel like I'm deserving of something beautiful, and then you would just stakuti rubbish and nonsense. And this can be like things happening in your family, things happening at work, things happening in a relationship, like all rounder. So self love is so important. And I do not think that you can love yourself well enough until you see yourself and understand like your worth. And I don't think that you can define your worth well enough until you get to meet God. Because like it's when you get to understand God or have a relationship with him, and then you now see how he cherishes you. It now makes you start wondering, Koyemi, who am I going? Like, what exactly is in me that you find so important? Why have you given me all these great and precious promises? Why you could just be God living your life, but why are you so interested in? The reason why we have all this wahala about is because God is just seeking a relationship. Like he wants a relationship. Adam and Eve sinned. Okay, fine, leave them alone. But no, I want you. I want. Do you understand? So yeah, so self-love is so important, is so important to me, and I'm happy. I mean, I'm at a place where I was coming here today and I was just thinking about love your life, but whatever situation you're in, yes, like love your life, love your phase, love your stage, just love yourself. It's such give yourself permission to love yourself, enjoy yourself, spoil yourself.
Speaking to what you said, when you know who you are, I think everything adds up. Sometimes people will say, "Oh, you're proud," but it's like,
When who
Ogbeni,
quits that job? Like, nah, man.
Ogbeni, I know, like, I know myself. I know what I'm worth. Sometimes people take it overboard, but
Yes, people take it
I think
overboard.
finding that balance is very important. We're speaking on love, around love and
Yeah.
self love and everything. Advise your younger self on love and just say something to your future Oko.
Husband.
Guy, I beg.
I'm such a lover girl.
I mean, I love love. I think you.
You don't love it as much as I do.
No, you
Trust
can't do. Trust me.
me. Oh my god. Advise my younger self on love. Listen to your parents. But I'll just say listen to my parents, especially for me, because I feel like even though sometimes the way they said it wasn't necessarily right, but then they wanted me to be consecrated. They wanted me to be separate from like others. They wanted me to like do things right. Some of the things that I was exposed to in school, I knew that if I was listening to my parents, I had no business being in certain places, being exposed to all of those things. But I just felt like, whoa, I'm free. I beg you. And at the end of the day, when you're old, and I was like, we're not saying what was all that for? I mean, everything happens for a reason. But I just felt like if I had listened to them, um, I think I would have liked my story a little better. Might be, yeah. So that's first thing I'll say. Listen to your parents. Second thing that I would say is love yourself. That thing we said about self love is so
Loving yourself.
important. Love yourself, and speak up, and don't take trash just because you want to be liked. This particular relationship where he was doing things that I did not believe in, I did not understand it. Why are you doing this? But I'll just keep quiet and act like everything's cool, and everything was not cool. And it was like, now that I think about it, I'm angry. Like, why did I not say something? So love yourself enough to be able to like, no, don't do that. Like, don't speak to me in that way. Don't shout at me. Like, I'm going to remove myself from this situation because this is undeserving of the kind of queen that I am. I can't be
Which is
treated in this particular
energy.
way. But you need to love yourself before you can even understand that you don't do that. Yeah. What would I say to my future husband? Olówó me, adore me.
Ah, yeah.
Ah, no, 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 no,
Explain.
no. I'm so happy to be your wife. Like, I am so excited that I get to be your wife, and every day I'll pray for you. If I don't pray for you, I'll pray for you. Every day I'll pray for you. I want you to be king. Like, I want to serve you, and I love you so much. And we're going to make God proud. We're going to get this kingdom marriage thing. We're going to get it right. We're going to be happier in real life than we look in photos, and we're going to look so damn happy in photos. We're going to have the time of our lives. I cannot wait. Let's do this. Your turn.
Okay. So what am I saying? Younger self or future Yao?
Future wife, please.
Okay, I'm future Yao. I mean, I wrote you a letter in 20.
Wow.
Yeah, I have letters to my future Yao on my blog. Yeah, I wrote something like that, and you never respond. But to my future wife, I don't have sense, and I think that's fine. I wrote everything to you in that letter. So when you have time, read it and reply. But I'm really excited. So somebody asked me if I want to get married recently, and I was like, yes, am I? I'm like, I know there's a lot of rubbish happening, but I feel like we're going to make it happen, right? And I'm very big on parenthood. So I pray that when God blesses us with children, I'm half the father my I'm half the father my dad was to us. Yes. So I look forward to meeting you. And if I've met you,
I love you.
it's half because you never joined the other half. But I mean, I just hope life is good to you right now. I'm a guy. I did this part out. I beg. I beg.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to. Don't move, oh. Don't freaking move. Don't freaking move.